In nature, it's always the weakest animals, the weakest males that have to flaunt the most, that have this big dance and have to be so loud. And it's always the ones who are reserved and collected. Those are the alpha males. They talk about the definition of a man. And I believe it's Kaya's mom who defines the definition of a man. And I don't have the exact definition here. Do you want to maybe kick that off? Because what I'm curious is as to what our definitions of being a quote-unquote man is.
A real man is one who cries without shame, read poetry with his heart, feels opera in his soul, and does what necessary to defend a woman.
What do we think?
Someone who's in touch with their emotional intelligence.
They're not afraid to show a tear running down their cheek or anything.
The way you should feel deeply, but a lot of real men think the opposite, which I think is so odd. I don't know how this is not more well known.
I think it's because old school, when I say old school, like...
It stems from tradition.
It stems from tradition. To me, someone who's strong is someone who's not afraid to cry, someone who's in touch with their emotions. And all the while, to me, the most respectful thing for a man or woman should be being able to control your emotions in a calm, loving, peaceful way.
And that's not always possible.
It's not always possible, even for the most...
Sometimes you want to take the closest thing and whack them.
Yeah.
But we were talking about like a true definition of a man. I'm saying a man or a woman.
Men, because they're so much stronger.
I think the definition of a man, men traditionally were bigger. And the reason I think there is this like men weren't like that is because maybe it did fit them well. Maybe they did need to hide emotion. If I'm thinking 100 years ago,
when they were hunters
if you were hunting and things like that,
you had to be.
That
you weren't
makes
crying
sense.
as you're killing
Today, I don't like the question, what's the definition of a man? Because to me, now we're all on an equal playing field. We don't need to use this physical brute force.
I agree.
And so because of that, and I think we're trying to very quickly pivot to where now it should really, the question be, what is the definition of a leader? Maybe is a better word. I think that I would hold all women and men to the same standard.
I agree.
I don't know if I have a definition, but I think to me it comes down to being able to put others before yourself and or being able to love everyone equally and expressing that love